when it goes this haywire over something like COVID-19. That's all it takes to flush everything he said right down the toilet. That's all it took? Wow.
Imagine if there were a real crisis happening.
Imagine if we had a serious pandemic of, I don't know, smallpox or Ebola or something new that somebody released into our system, some biological weapon, or if China really threatens Australia. You know, we just signed that pact with them. And I just read this interesting article because of everything that's going on in Australia. And the topic was, why are we helping a fascist regime with nuclear submarines? That's an interesting question.
Yeah, right?
Be hard-pressed to come up with the answer, actually.
Probably going to end up being on the side of China one day, defending them from Australia. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And you know how it's, the saying is, never let a crisis go to waste. Rahm Emanuel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, never let a crisis go to waste. And if it's not a crisis, make it a crisis.
Oh, they've done a brilliant job of that.
We have gone from 15 days to flatten the curve to better get the shot if you want to still feed your family.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And now, did you hear this quote from Biden? What's the percentage now that we're going to need vaccinated if we're ever going to get back to normal? And when you are forcing people to get vaxxed in this country, that's not normal on any level. But what do you think the magic number is now to get vaxxed, according to the old-ass bum in there, Joe Biden?
I don't know, because the actual number is what, 70%? Aren't we
Sure.
70%, 67 or 70% fully vaccinated?
Not anymore.
No?
The old-ass bum in there got his third booster shot yesterday.
Did he?
He said now we're at, we got to get 97 to 98% of
Oh, my
Americans
gosh.
vaxxed if we're ever going to get back to normal. Screw you.
97 to 98%.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to happen, period. That just isn't going to happen. There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
I mean,
even with forcing people to do it, even with threatening with their jobs, you're still not going to get to 97%. No way. Wow. Did he say that yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I completely missed that.
Yeah.
97 to 98%. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, but they think that they can just jam it down our throats, and they can force us to do it. And they're enlisting their fellow Americans, our neighbors, to put the pressure on us and to force us to do it too. Because they've made it seem like we're murderers if we don't comply. If you don't comply, you're literally trying to kill them.
Yeah.
That's really how they've made this argument, how they've shaped it.
But you're exactly right. Our society was already ripe for the picking as far as being divided on fill in the blank issue. And now the way they are using each of us against each other, in making this into the crisis to control us. I mean, look at Australia, man. And what is the difference? How is it not happening here? What's happening in Australia? It's the fact that there are 400 million firearms owned by private citizens in this country. The Second Amendment. You whether you like guns, afraid of guns, whatever, you should be grateful for the Second Amendment, or else you would be going through Australia right now. That's what would be happening here, period. Especially in places like New York, where the governor just took over the healthcare system last night, just replaced workers that don't want to get the vax, National Guard. I mean, it's insanity. I cannot believe the stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah, and if it's not the COVID nightmare, it's the racial nightmare, or it's the cancel culture thing. I mean, we're going through so many things all at once that it makes it a real challenge right now to keep hold of everything that our founding fathers built here.